is not my fault.
Oh my God.
We have a brand new game.
I was trying to contain myself. Oh my.
Let's go option 1, not safe. These are insane.
And Brandon keep killing it.
All right, Creative Fam, we created something special for you this week.
For you.
Ready?
Yes. You get it?
I think I got it. I think I got it.
Oh my God.
We're about to find out.
We're about to find.
Let's go. Lights, camera, action. Yeah, we back again. Talking all the latest gear. Bring your lens, bring your friends. Sony gang, pull up. Canon fan people too. Blackmagic Mafia. Tell me what you're shooting for. We got red users flexing. Lumix gang in the chat. Nikon in the cut. Yeah, we steady making. We breaking it down. No filter. Tell the real from hype. If the camera ain't fire, we ain't giving it no lights. NAB.
New drive.
City cam.
Who's high?
Blackmagic.
Price drop.
Man, that's a
jackpot.
Firmware.
Updates.
Leaks in the rumors. Who got the best shot?
Creative and the movers.
This is Uncensored Real Talk, no cap. Live every week. Yeah, the fam got our back. See if it connects. Man, you know where it's at. So grab your popcorn, hit subscribe, and let's chat.
Hey. Did you sing along? Did you sing along?
What it up? Oh, you want yours? My bad. I gotta get yours.
Plop, 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 plop. I think they heard the reverb.
I think they heard the reverb on that one.
They heard it.
Oh my gosh. What's good, Creative Fam? Welcome back to another episode of Uncensored. We are super excited to be hanging out with you guys. We've got some upgrades in store for you guys today. We have been working extra hard on this show because some of y'all know we're actually going to be going to NAB this year, and we are officially bringing Uncensored with us to NAB, and man, we're excited about that.
Brandon.
Yeah.
We got the floating 3D Uncensored logo.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
It's coming.
It's coming. There's a lot of graphics going on today. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not even 100% sure where that logo is. The amount of stuff that we have planned for today and some of the upgrades that we have made. I don't know exactly where it is, but I'll find it. I will find it. Actually, what's crazy is I think I told this story maybe last week. But both of my kids are fully editing now.
Oh, that's dope.
Like fully editing.
Yeah.
In fact, some of y'all who supported my young one, I'll tell y'all exactly where that money is going. He has now officially asked me, can he upgrade to CapCut Pro?
Ooh.
Because he is a CapCut editor, and I can't get him to switch.
Can we talk about that for a second?
Sure.
I love CapCut, which sounds like a very funny thing to say. I love some CapCut, but gosh, why is every little feature pro now?
No, you know what drove me crazy? So he edited an entire video, and then only when he went to do the export, did it say, all right, now you need to upgrade to Pro. I feel like it should not let you use the feature in the timeline, because then you get...
It used to be that way.
You fall in love with the edit, and then before you know it, it's like, all right, now how much do you love the edit?
Yeah.
Are you talking or are you buying?
Seriously, you buying.
You buy.
Gosh.
Well, yeah, so he's definitely buying now. Mm-hmm. So I'm super excited for him. Real quick, let's go ahead and shout out some of our early gang, people who showed up at the top of the hour. I gotta scroll. Who's the first one? Because this doesn't always tell me.
First is Gary.
Gary with the early gang. Gary, shout out to Gary. First time being the first chatter of the day.
Yes.
There it is. Shout out to you, Gary. Also, shout out to Luis. If you know, you know.
He activated his Spanish accent.
Oh my gosh. Shout out to Will. Love seeing you guys here every single week. Lumix gang is here.
C-Trees
is here. Lumix gang is here. All right, so Pack Your Bags knows how this works. And so we're gonna get to that in just a bit. He's already got his wish list coming in. We're gonna get to the wish list here in just a bit, okay? We're gonna get to the wish list in just a bit. I'm really excited to also show you guys some other cool things we have going on. Ron is here. Kevin in the building. What's up, Kevin? Good to see you here, man.
John in the building.
Oh, did I pull him up? I saw all of his deals, but my bad. What's up, John? Good to see you here again this week. Did anyone catch the eclipse last night? Where are you at?
I think there was like a blood moon. Was it a blood moon? I don't remember.
I definitely did not.
Half read.
Yeah, I was fully asleep.
Yes. We got Brandon Talbot in the building.
Let's go. What's good, Brandon? Shout out to Brandon. He did his live stream yesterday.
Yes.
So for those of you guys who do love live streams, definitely go check out Brandon's channel, Caffeinated Cameras.
Brandon Talbot. I fell asleep, not in a disrespectful way, but like I missed the live stream, and so I was watching it last night, like late last night, and I fell asleep with you in my ear.
So nice.
Yes.
He just has that kind of voice.
Yes.
Just soothing.
Yes.
But yo, shout out to everybody who is here this morning. Yes. Hopefully y'all did catch the reverb.
The verb.
The verb.
The verb.
It was in there. Yeah, we try to do a little something. Trying to do a little something every week, just a few little upgrades here and there. Someone said the blood. Oh my god, bro! Like right now, I just looked and realized that we're matching.
Are we?
Yeah, we are dressed up for the blood moon.
Oh, you know what's crazy?
What's that?
On it's so hard with the projector screen.
Yeah.
It's like, what is it showing us? I thought looking at yours was going to be like red.
No,
like fire engine red.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking mine was, because I know what color this was. But then I'm like, oh no, it actually is the same red.
No, yeah, I bought these hoodies at the same time. They're the same hoodie.
Is it the same hoodie?
It's the same hoodie. You just got
let me see.
It's the exact same. I bought them.
Oh.
What are you talking about? This man. Somebody come get this man. So check this out, y'all. I'm ready to show y'all one of the first big updates we did. Shout out to Brandon Talbot for the help with this one, though. But look at that. Look at that.
Oh,
Look at that.
Brandon Talbot helped you with that?
Well, he showed me the program that helps me make this.
Dang. Brandon Talbot got that knowledge.
Yes. So shout out to Brandon Talbot. He gave me he was like, oh, you should check out this website. And when I found it, I was like, oh, now I can play.
Bro, we're ESPN right now, dog. Because just wait, guys. Animations.
They coming. Somebody said Red Hoodie channel. Yeah.
Is it clipping? Let me see.
Nah. Is our audio clipping?
No. I think I think he's saying the red channel.
Oh. Yeah,
but no, it looks good.
I think he's just messing.
Good. It's good.
But yo, it's we're super excited about today's show. We've got quite a few things. As you guys can see, we've got a segment today called What's in the Box. I'm really excited about that one.
I'm tempering my
expectations. Also, we're going to be jumping into our NAB Wishlist items. Also, then we're going to jump into our Dear Camera Brands. We're going to talk a little bit about these tariffs because I'll be honest, 90% of the things that happen on the news, I don't know about because I don't care. Yeah. 10% of it I just hear because people won't stop talking about it.
Yes.
And then only 1% of it do I actually allow to affect me in any kind of way. This might be the 1% because if my camera costs go up,
prices going up,
we might have something to talk about. And then, yes, even though it is a light rumor week, we do have some rumors for you guys, and some spicy ones, some that I'm honestly a little afraid to talk about.
Might be a little too hot.
They might be a bit much. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through. So, Jarrell.
Yes.
Shall we start with a new segment?
Yes.
I am very excited about this segment.
Yes.
So, chat, hopefully you guys enjoyed this segment as much as I have because it's called What's in the Box.
In a world where packages tremble in fear,
Dude, it's wild.
where fragile means
That,
nothing,
Oh no.
and doorsteps are a battlefield, some heroes dare to deliver the right way. This is what's in the box.
Hey. We in the box.
What's in the box?
We're not in the box.
We're not in the box. What's in the box, Jarrell? What's in the box?
I don't know.
What's in the box, Jarrell? What's in the box?
I've seen this skit too many times. I'm refusing to answer.
Hey, if y'all excited, y'all should be.
Last week we had a Pixis. What could be in the box this week?
Time to find out. All right. So look, this new segment is all about shilling and shilling hard, Jarrell.
Okay. Where's the checks?
So the checks are, well, I paid for them. The
You're
checks
doing
are
the shilling the wrong way, Brandon.
I'm not as good as freaking Cam Mackey over here. You know what I mean?
You're shilling the wrong way. They're supposed to give us stuff.
But that's right. That's actually true. Actually, some of y'all already know what's in this box, so I want to give a little bit of context for this one. Okay, so Chris knows what's in the box. If y'all were live with me 2 weeks ago, I went live with you guys on 2 Tuesdays ago.
Yep.
And I allowed the chat to help me buy some products via Temu, not Temu. Temu. Because the people were not very happy. So when I bought all the stuff from Temu,
Yeah.
when we unboxed it this past Tuesday's live stream, which by the way, if y'all didn't know, we've been going live on Tuesday afternoons. So
Yes.
if y'all want a little bit of extra, live streams in your life, definitely start checking in on Tuesdays. But this past Tuesday, I unboxed just about everything, right?
Yep.
Well, here's the problem.
Was it that the most anticipated thing was missing?
The most anticipated item was missing, Jarrell.
Yeah.
See, when we went shopping, we looked at a lot of stuff. We got some lights.
Yeah.
We got a really dope tripod that
Bro, you got that light? Is it here?
it's right there.
I need to see this.
You need to go check it out. But the one item that did not arrive in time for our unboxing was the Osmo Pocket. And I am happy to announce to you guys today that the Osmo Pocket has arrived. Now, Jarrell, for the people who were here on Tuesday, can you confirm the crappiness of this LED light?
This thing, Dollar Tree could have done better. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. No, I take that back. I want to be honest with you. I'm not gonna go too hard. This is, gosh, where would you say you? This is like, you ever been to a Fry's?
Yes, I remember Fry's.
I'm not trying to dog Fry's. I'm just like trying to think. Okay, so maybe Walmart. Like there's like I don't know. There's like a Best Buy that they're gonna like try to have some like high end stuff, and then there's like, I don't know, like a Radio Shack and like a Fry's and like this sort of deal where they're just gonna carry some real off-brandy, real cheap stuff. Here's the problem, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Oh gosh, I don't want to break it.
You could break it.
I don't want to break it.
I bought.
Did you ever turn it on?
It never turned on.
Dude, this is cheaper LED strip than what you could get like on freaking on Amazon. Dude, this is terrible. Go back to the why. That thing is a piece of trash. And I'm mad that you spent $30 on it.
$30.
Dang.
$30 for two, though.
Okay, 30 for 2, so
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, so, you know.
This thing costs 30 cents to manufacture.
Dude, that thing costs like 5 cents to manufacture. What are you talking about?
Gosh, this is so bad. Did it ever turn on?
No, never turned on. I didn't like it's terrible. But what everybody's here for is what's inside this package. Y'all, this was probably the most anticipated item. Oh, dude, what are you doing? This is probably the most
jiu-jitsu.
This is the most anticipated item. In case y'all did not see this, this is what we have firmly deemed the Osmo Pocket. We found this on Temu for, I don't remember what the price was.
It was kind of expensive, no?
I feel like it was like $35 to $40.
Nah.
You think it was more than that?
More than that?
No. It was
Really?
pretty, yeah, no, it was fairly affordable. And so this is our first what's in the box item. Now, what I do like about the way that this came in is
$42.
Was it $42? Oof.
Dang. Bro, but how much is the Osmo Pocket?
I think the Osmo is like $300.
No.
More?
Oh my gosh, it's like, oh my gosh, Osmo Pocket. I don't want to misquote. It's like 700. No, let me see. That was with the microphone. Osmo Pocket. Yeah, it's $519, dog.
So this is 10%.
This is 10%.
This is 10% the cost of an Osmo Pocket. The question becomes, is it 10% as good? All right, so let's check this out. So, Jarrell, what are your expectations of this?
Okay, so if the gimbal works,
Yep.
not even like perfectly, but like the gimbal works.
Yeah.
And if it has a video image, I'm happy.
Okay, so we've got a camera for sure.
Okay.
Man, that's a massive clip. Feel that clip. I mean, you could.
Oh, so you can like mount it?
Yeah, dude, you could attach that to a car.
Yes.
It's probably not going anywhere. And oh, this is tiny, dude.
Do I feel safe? What do I feel safe clipping this to?
I don't know.
I was gonna clip it to
To your laptop? That's
okay.
dude, you are brave. Brave soul. All right. So this is the Osmo 4K Pocket Cam. It turns on.
Is
Turns
gimbal
on.
work? Oh, the screen?
Dude, that
Oh,
speaker
that's some
sounds
sound effect.
awful. What is it?
Dude, that is a kid camera.
Can
My kid says, I want an Osmo Pocket 3, bro. Like, here you go.
Can I be real with you?
Yeah.
I don't think this is a gimbal.
Turn it sideways, like this. Oh my gosh. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. That crap is hard mounted, dog. Now I'm mad that you spent $42. Temu, you have been downgraded to Temu.
Oh my gosh, what is going on?
Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, actually, to be fair, this isn't Temu's deal. This is a seller on Temu. So no hate to Temu, but dang, that's wild.
It don't do nothing?
Does it even record?
I need a micro.
Let me hold it.
Hold on. I'm trying to see. I just want to see if it pans.
Let me hold
It's
it.
got to do something. It's definitely not touchscreen.
Let me hold it.
Bro, it don't do.
Fake. What up, Big Cook?
Bro, this feels locked. That's a Osmo Pocket for sure. Oh, that's a huge letdown.
It feels like it might.
It says, "What are those sounds?" Those are the buttons, y'all.
Oh no, this is what you got to do.
You got to turn it physically. No.
But if you're doing like walking down the aisle footage, you don't have to walk backwards. You can turn the camera this way, and then. Yeah, just so you guys can see, there is no motors on this. Oh, did I turn it off?
Did you break it?
No.
Did you break it already?
No, whenever you want to film at an angle,
Yeah, you just got to turn it.
you just got to turn it.
Dude, that's terrible.
It is only 10% of the Osmo Pocket. So what
Is
can
it
you
10%
expect?
though?
Dude,
What did you say it needed to do? What did you
wish
say it needed to do?
It needed the gimbal to work and the camera needed to work. But guys,
You're 50% there.
guys, the video doesn't blow out. It was blowing out. Oh, it is. Ooh, what are you doing? It's all auto.
I have a question. Do you feel like you're getting a 4K image right now?
Bro, this is like 240.
You guys know what that you guys know when you see like security footage
Yes.
and they're like zoom in and enhance. This is what it looks like before they zoom in and they enhance.
And tell me also why the video is an actual square.
Well, I'm looking at the instructions.
It's an actual dude.
It's awful.
Dude,
downright
can
terrible.
we bring this to NAB and act like it's an Osmo Pocket 3? Go to DJI's booth.
Can we just hit it with like what's the guy? Indiana Jones. Just like swap out.
You can have it back.
Yeah. When Jarrell hands me the camera back that quickly,
Yes.
y'all know it's terrible.
Bro, that I've seen, and this sounds like hate. I'm not hating, bro. If you got a kid, that's probably the perfect thing to give them instead of giving you a cell phone. But bro, the cell phone the video footage on it looks worse than a Nokia.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
that's pretty bad.
It's terrible.
Well, I think we got 2 good items from Temu from that haul. So 2 out of what, 15
What was
items?
good?
The tripod.
Oh yes,
Tripod was great.
yes.
The V-mount battery is actually pretty good.
What'd you hook it up to?
Oh, I mean, like it's like an actual battery. I went and looked up the brand. It's a real battery. It's kind of like newer.
But what did you hook it up to?
I charged it.
This man said the battery's great and he doesn't feel.
I said it's good.
Okay, this man said the battery's good and he is still afraid to hook it up to anything.
Well, I plugged things into it to charge off of it, but I
Okay.
haven't attached it to the back of a camera.
I know. This man is saying something is good and he is still unwilling to actually hook it up to something.
I charged like my phone on it.
That's brave.
Yeah, no, I think that was fine.
That's all we need.
That's all I need. Every V mount doesn't have to be hard mounted to the back of a camera.
I will not put a $42 battery on a $2,000 camera.
It wasn't $42. It was $100.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was an expensive boy.
Ooh.
All right, we got one other item. Actually, we got 2 other items. This is a gift
Yes.
for you from
Ooh.
Mr. See, this is why I can't toss you things. You gotta be able to catch.
We shielded properly for this one.
Yes, we did.
There was no money exchanged. I got 2.
Oh, did you get 2? Oh, no, one's mine. Because I've got another mic coming in to replace that one.
Guys, if you have not seen, can you switch me over, Brandon? If you have not seen Dock Pops, this is a Dock Pop. And our good friend Doc sent these over because on the remote stream, we got some new microphones. Does this fit?
Yes, that's the same one you got right now.
Is it just decompress?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, we got some brand new Dock Pops. Boom. Look at that. Look at that red. Crispy. So, if you have a Rode Pod mic, you have a 7B. What else do they do? Is that it?
I don't know.
Okay.
If you have a microphone, go look on their website.
Check out Dock Pops.
See if they got a cover for you.
Yes.
All right. So the last item for what's in our this is a lot. As some of you guys know, Saturday we are going to be doing. That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. Yes.
So as some of you guys know, tomorrow we are going to be doing a special on-set live stream. So for those of you guys who don't know what that means, we're going to be going live shooting. We have a short film project that we're working on, and we're going to bring you guys on set with us. And so you guys are going to be able to ask us questions. You'll be able to see the entire setup, down to lighting, working with talent. We're going to be shooting all of this on the Blackmagic Pixis, which we unboxed last week. And so to help with that, we called up our good friends over at Condor Blue, and we asked them if they could send out a few accessories. Because some of y'all knew I was kind of, I was in my feelings last week.
Yes.
I was in my feelings last week. And so we actually finally got a power cable for me to be able to actually power up the...
Brandon, how difficult was it to find a battery solution for the Pixis?
So did I do that live? I can't remember. I think I did it on Tuesday's live stream. But I went to Amazon.
Yeah.
And I typed in Pixis battery.
Mm-hmm.
The first battery that pops up that's not like a V mount was a Sony NPF battery. Now, I be moving quick and I'm dyslexic. So I was like, oh, that looks right. And it popped up on the first search. Ordered it, came in, wrong battery. So then I had to go look for the right battery, and they just were taking forever to come in. So I've just decided I'm going to just power the Pixis off of V-mount. Yeah.
You know who you should have got it from?
Who?
Core.
Yeah, it was more of a matter of timing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because I was trying to get it before that baseball game. It didn't work out.
Yes. Core's got it, though.
Yeah. No, Core definitely has that battery. So, yeah, so we got a bunch of accessories from Condor Blue. We're going to be using those on set tomorrow. I really only opened that up to let you guys know. We would love to see you guys tomorrow on the on-set live stream. It's going to be the first of its kind.
Yeah.
Our first time doing it. We hopefully will be able to see you guys tomorrow. Same exact time as this stream. So it'll be 11 o'clock Central Standard Time tomorrow. I know it's a Saturday, but we're going to be on set, and we're going to be able to take you guys with us as we create a project in real time.
Yeah, we're shooting a short film.
Yeah.
So we've got location, talent, actors. We'll be directing, setting up lights. We'll be live streaming
Yes.
the Pixis image.
Yes.
And also the BTS.
Yes.
We'll be interacting with you guys. We don't know what that fully means.
That's why every time you say yes, I say it questionably.
We're talking.
Because all of that sounds good in theory. But we need y'all to be there.
Multiple cameras. Lapels.
Oh, I didn't.
Roaming
I
cameras.
just thought about audio. I literally just thought about audio.
Roaming cameras. Interviews. It's going to be like, we're pioneering so crazy. We don't even know what we're pioneering, but it's going to be legit. So be there 11 o'clock and it'll be 3-4 plus hours.
Yeah.
So come in, hop out, come in. And then what are we doing with that footage, Brandon?
Well, I don't know, because you're making a lot of promises right now that I'm not sure if I can. Like, you're writing a lot of checks that I know I have to cash. So
will the people ever see the footage?
They'll see it live. Here's my honest thought. I genuinely don't know if I can actually shoot the film.
Okay.
While live streaming at the same time.
Yes.
That's my genuine concern.
Yes.
So the plan is to do it.
Yes.
And to have a film that's finished when the day is over.
Okay.
But that may or may not actually happen. So.
Oh yeah. Well, we're definitely not promising that on tomorrow they're going to see the film.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay.
But what I'm saying is we've got a 4-hour live stream to shoot. Oh,
what's up, Brandon?
Something's happening. I don't know what that one is. I genuinely don't know. What is that?
Can somebody? Gifted membership.
Gifted memberships are coming through.
By Cam the Mackies, the Shillin' Chief.
Oh, look at that.
Dude, Cam is so good. Dude, is this the second time Ruman's been gifted a membership?
I think so. This is what? How many gifted memberships did he do?
Dude, Cam Mackey is exposing people.
Dude, Cam Mackey gifted 5 memberships.
That money must have just literally come in for Cam Mackey.
He's just like,
that
I gotta
Sony money.
I got to get rid of it.
He's
no,
like-
it's that Lumix money.
Tax write-off.
Yeah, it's that Lumix money. Well, shout out to Cam Mackey. This isn't technically for memberships, but I'm going to throw this one out for you. Thank you so much, Cam Mackey. We really appreciate you gifting out those memberships. Which actually, man, I was about to go into our next topic, but I guess we should go ahead and let the new members know what they could do today.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so today, after this stream, we are bringing back the after party.
That's you guys.
That's
Hey.
the after party.
Hey.
Hey, hey, yay, 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 yay. Let's go. So yeah, super excited. After the stream, get away.
Shooting all y'all. After the stream.
After the stream, we are going to be having our after party, which is where we're going to be able to have a huge community. We're going to be able to talk through this week on the after party stream.
Yes.
I will let you guys know because last week on the after party stream, I was cut down early.
You are?
Yes,
Oh.
because
Food?
I fully was ready to defend the fact that we have never been to the moon. And somebody told me we were running out of time. So I am fully ready to defend that honor.
Brandon was hangry.
I was getting, well, maybe.
Brandon was hangry. He misremembers last week. This man was over here starving, and he ended the live stream.
Oh, no, I had a Zoom call.
Yes.
I had a Zoom meeting. That's
Yes.
what really happened.
Yes.
But no, super excited. So excited that you guys just joined the membership. We're super excited to hang out with you guys. Cam Mackey gifted 5.
Oh my gosh.
Another 5?
He's now at 10.
For real?
Dude.
For real? For real?
Cam, it's gonna seem like we're sponsoring you, dog. I love every time memberships are gifted, it shows us
Who watches?
Not secret watchers, because I don't think they're secret watchers, but it shows us people that don't confident. Don't comment very often. Thank you, Cam.
Dude, wow. That is crazy. Thank you, Cam, for
If
those
you-
gifted memberships.
If you give any more memberships, it's gonna seem like we're shilling
For who?
for him. Like we're giving him money to give membership.
That would be a terrible business idea. What are you talking about? Hey, Cam, here's some money. Now go gift out some memberships that the money comes right back to. What is that? Terrible. Look, that's a terrible business.
Terrible business model.
Terrible business model in which I would not interact with. All right. So that was what's in the box.
Yes.
Now it is time to hop into our next show topic.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and jump into our NAB wish list. What?
Did you see that?
What?
Legit.
What?
Not just a graphic.
Oh,
It's sliding on. It's going down. Legit.
Jarrell was having too much fun with these graphics. All right, so chat, this is where we really need you to sound off. Before we get into what we want from each brand, we want to know, what are you guys looking forward to most at NAB? NAB is always a time of the year where we get a chance to see, what the brands have, because there are a lot of conferences that go on year round. But I feel like NAB is one of those conferences where, just from being there, I can tell that it's not just a place to like showcase what you have. Like Cine Gear is kind of like that, where you can just go to Cine Gear, you see what people have, but there's not like deals being made on the floor.
Yeah.
NAB has like the players, the suits, the person who writes the checks. They're at NAB. And so for that reason, typically we see pretty big swings at NAB. And so chat, I want to know from you guys, what are you looking forward to seeing this year from NAB? Jarrell, I'll start with you. What are you looking forward to seeing at NAB this year?
Brandon, can you queue up something for me?
Oh, what do you need?
I need that hot take.
Oh, you want that hot take?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Listen to me, Adobe. I am talking directly to you.
Oof.
We went to NAB last year, And y'all had some real big promises about generative video.
Oh, that's
I
right.
remember we're changing ties out here. We're putting diamonds in briefcases. We're eliminating stuff from the frames. And it was like coming to us in 2024. And that wasn't there. We are paying too much money, dog, every single month to not have AI and to be promised AI. And I know they've made some features like extending out the clip by a few seconds on either end. And that's cool. Like, if it works. But I want that generative fill for video in Adobe. I don't expect a beta. I don't expect a video. I expect a rollout by NAB.
Wow.
Countdown. You got 20 days.
I was like, two and a half
15
weeks.
days. Roll that out.
Wow.
What do you got, Brandon?
You know, I'll be honest. This year, NAB feels light.
Mm-hmm.
I've looked around and I'm hearing different things about the floor.
Yeah.
I'm hearing Aperture's doing something different this year. So their footprint's going to be a little smaller. Condor Blue is not having a booth at all this year.
Yeah.
And then like even bigger companies like Zoom, someone that we were originally going to try to do Uncensored with, like I've heard that they no longer are going to have a booth. So what I need from NAB is something special, something unique, something different from the way that the actual floor is run. And the reason why I'm saying this is last year I went to Cine Gear, and I got to be honest, Cine Gear was at the Warner Brothers lot, and when I tell you it was an experience, it was an experience.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. There was like we were on the Warner Brothers lot. All the brands were just like more chill. It was outside. It was partially outside, partially inside. So you had that LA like perfect weather. And I don't know if it was just my first time going, and so I just had that sort of like impact.
Yeah.
But like even from the way that the companies were moving, everyone was just chill, having a good time. There were like showings. There were like literally one of the booths had like a car up on a rig, and they had a LED screen, and literally the car was like moving, and they were shooting a scene in real time.
Yeah.
NAB don't ever have nothing like that.
Yeah.
And so what I need from this year, aside from Uncensored doing a show at NAB, what I need from NAB is to wow me again. Because I'll be honest, at this point, if I had to fully fund either a trip to NAB or a trip to Cine Gear, I am leaning so heavy Cine Gear, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
And I love what NAB is because it's got like that little taste of like nostalgia for me, because it was like the first event I went to and met other YouTubers who do what I do and all those cool things. But man, I feel like NAB has just been kind of it's getting less and less exciting every single year. And that's not something I want to see for our industry.
Yeah. I wonder how much of it is on NAB versus the actual camera brands, or like not just the camera brands, but just like the businesses in general, because Blackmagic had a little scene set up. That's
not what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But I'm just like thinking like Sony had a little scene set up. DJI had a little scene set up. I wonder if the brands need to push what is possible in their space.
Yeah, I also wonder if just NAB is just ballooned so big that it's hard to keep that much positive energy when you start spreading out.
Oh yeah,
because NAB's definitely gotten larger, surprisingly. But like they're just dabbling in so many different things that like I fully understand that why Cine Gear to me hits closer to home, because it's just the stuff I care about in one place.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just feels like that energy is getting a little bit lost.
For sure.
But let's go ahead and hop into the chat and let's see what you guys are looking for with NAB. Now, I know a few of you guys are planning to go. Some of you guys say you can't make it this year, and that's all right. Let's go to this one here. Cause says, I want to see if Sony is launching a ZV-E1 long shot based on normal cycle, but it feels like it's
the FX3 Mark II is coming. Thoughts?
Yeah, I'll be honest. Last year, right before NAB, kind of in the February, I guess, time period, is when we got what's their cinema camera? The Raptor Killer.
The Burano?
The Burano.
Yeah.
The Burano came out last year right before NAB, which ultimately allowed it to take the crown of Camera of the Year at NAB last year. I'd be honest, I don't see Sony coming out with anything else. I think they dropped their camera, which is their A7R. What was the one that just came out?
Just came out?
Last year? I mean, at the end of last year?
Oh, the A93.
A93. I don't know if they're going to drop another camera this close to NAB. Now, they could do what some brands do, which I would be 100% here for. Drop the camera like the week of.
Yeah.
Or what Blackmagic did with the Pixis last year, drop it like literally the day before. So there is a strong chance that could be done. What we want to be on the lookout for is Saturday.
Yeah.
Because the Saturday before is normally when the things are going to drop, if something's going to drop at NAB, because they got to put it on the floor and they know pictures are going to leak of it. So normally they'll drop it that Friday or Saturday right before.
Yeah.
I think the Pixis actually dropped on the Friday before.
Yeah.
Because we went live and then literally we got off the stream and then the news had broke about the Pixis.
Yeah.
But that's I don't see Sony doing it, but I would be here for an FX3 Mark II. Don't know if I really care that much about a ZV-E2.
I feel like we had literally been reporting on an A75 announcement, and we'll talk about this a little bit later. But I feel like through a little bit of news, delays, and all sort of stuff, I don't even think the A75. I think I tend to agree with you. I don't think that Sony is dropping anything at NAB. I'm not saying they're not dropping anything in 2025, but like, the FX3 is still so popular, it doesn't make sense for them to come out with the 2 right now.
Yeah, I mean, as long as y'all keep buying it,
yeah,
they're not going to drop another one.
Seriously.
St. Louis says, Adobe can go ahead and go out of business. Well, Jarrell, that's what they think about what you had to say.
Yes. Well, I know why you don't like them. They hate us because they ain't us.
Oh, my gosh.
No, ain't nobody repping Adobe that hard.
Israel says, looking forward to hanging out with you guys and the podcast. Lumix might have another camera coming in April, but not sure yet. And then curious if there will be any mic drop announcements. You know, the only company I think who comes to NAB and does a mic drop announcement is Blackmagic. I feel like they have been like notorious for doing that. Everybody else's cameras come out and they make sense.
Can they this year, though?
No.
After last year?
No.
Bro, they released 3 cameras last year.
Unless they come with a Pixis Pro, it ain't happening.
Dude. And with that, I feel like that would kind of murder the Pixis. And I feel like it's, y'all just started shipping, dog.
No, people got them now.
I know, but like, it's not like they had them all year.
I know, but this is the Jarrell business model. Make them buy one thing, and then when they have it, and they're just... This is what you said. You've given this plan multiple times. You gave it to Porter. You gave it to Blackmagic.
I'm just saying it feels a little close. Maybe they need to wait to, I don't know, some conference in the fall. A little too close. I want the Pro, but glory. If it's $1,000 more, are you buying the Pixis? Is the Pixis dead on arrival? If it's $1,000 more with internal NDs.
I think for $1,000, some people are still going to go with the non-pro version.
Yeah, non-filmmakers. I'm sorry. I'm just being salty.
The
argument will be $1,000 for built-in
Osmo
or
Pocket. Osmo Pocket.
Hey, don't talk about my new camera like that, all right? Tell me why every time I pick this thing up, I feel like I'm about to Men in Black you. Forget everything you know about the original Pocket. This is the Pocket now.
This is Mandela.
Bray says, I'm just looking forward to meeting other creatives. This is my first NAB. That's honestly the best part about NAB. The best part about NAB is actually hanging out with people for 100%.
Yes.
Someone says, hey guys, how would you make the most of your first NAB show as a shill tuber like myself? So, I'll tell you how I did it.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I wish I would have done. Put it that way. Go in slow.
Yes.
It is a lot.
It's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
So Saturday you pick up your badges, but the floor opens on Sunday.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Yes.
It's 4 days.
Yes.
Chill.
Don't
do too much.
The best thing I'll tell you is hit the floor on Sunday, because that is when, if you do want to talk to brands, that is when all of the important people are still at the booth.
Yes.
By Tuesday, they went back to work. They flew back to wherever they had to go.
Yeah.
But they're there Sunday. They're typically there Monday. But yeah, I would definitely get there early on Sunday. Oh, looks like a little something happening. Oh man, it was blocked. God dang it. Look, there it is. That's a super chat. Look at that super chat.
Oh, we got Chappelle on the show.
So yeah, that's exactly how I would handle it. Let's jump down to super chat real quick.
Leviathan.
Whew. All right, I'll let you get that one.
He says, love the show. Any advice for someone in the reptile YouTube world to network in the film photography YouTube world, since the niches are so different? Leviathan, we have the perfect person for you. The genuine perfect person. Because I do feel like there aren't, I don't know. It's not that this person isn't like perfect for you, but like you might be looking for like something like ESPN-y. Do you think that's what he's going for?
ESPN-y?
Yeah, something that's like not like networking with other YouTubers, but like networking with like people that like go on set.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, like no matter what industry you're working in, when it comes to like partnering with other creators, it's just a value prop.
Yeah.
That's literally what it comes down to. It's like, what can you offer that you both can find value in?
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to collaborating with other people, that's really what it's all about.
For sure.
But the biggest thing is, how well do you actually get along?
Yeah.
Because I can tell you there's some super talented people out there, but we just don't gel. So we don't work together.
Yeah.
And then there's some people who maybe aren't quite as talented.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy hanging out with them. And so
sure.
I can train them and, things like that. That's happened in my journey.
Yeah, for sure.
So I would say definitely like the first thing to do is just see if you and, whoever you're thinking about collaborating with are, compatible. And then second, look at ways that you can provide them value and vice versa. Because I think that would be the easiest way to do it.
100%.
Now that was a super chat. And Jarrell, super chats are back.
We are back.
It has taken some while since we've gotten into the deal, but are you ready for the super chat?
I am ready.
Are you ready? Why do you seem so nervous about it?
It's a lot of hey. No hands this time. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you so much. All right, so let's go ahead and I pop back up just a little bit. So someone says Pixis Pro with internal NDs would be a mic drop and a half. Well, we shall see.
We love them internal NDs.
Ron says, I don't think I'm gonna do a Pixis, but if they do, I'm selling everything and buying it. I don't think they're gonna do a Pixis Pro.
Yeah.
I think that's the case. Even if you bought a Pixis and a Pixis Pro comes out, like the thing I'm excited about is I might pick up a Pixis on secondhand. Because I think a lot of people who own the Pixis will sell.
Not gonna lie, if I bought a Pixis, I would be pissed.
This soon?
And a Pro came out. But I will say, whenever you want to release a Pro, because we don't know that a Pro is going to happen, but I feel like because of the 6K Pro with internal NDs, it feels inevitable that a Pixis is going to come out. A Pro Pixis is going to come out. So I'm waiting.
Yeah.
And I revised $500.
You think it's going to be
How much is
500?
internal NDs?
I don't know, but I feel like if you go pro, you can't just show up with some internal NDs.
Well, what else are they going to add?
Well, the problem is with the original Blackmagic, when they went from the Pro, from the
6K to
from the
6K
6K
Pro?
to 6K Pro, they changed the body,
Yes.
and then they gave internal NDs,
They can't change the body.
and that's the problem.
Don't change the body. That's the reason why it should only be $500. What can they add to make it more pro?
If it's $500, this is not what we're supposed to be talking about right now.
I know.
But if it's $500, they kill the Pixis.
That's what I'm saying. The only thing people want, what? There's XLRs, there's SDI. What else do we want? Autofocus? You can make it, that's funny. You can make it pro by putting autofocus in it, but that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough spot. I don't know if they should do it. Honestly, it might just be bad for business if they do that.
Yes.
All right, so let's get caught up. So those are a few of the things that we are looking forward to the most when it comes to NAB.
Yes.
Now, are you ready to get into the next one?
Yes.
The fun one. Because this is one that we've done before. And this one typically is a little bit like therapy.
Yes.
This is a little bit like therapy. So, chat, here's how this is going to go. We're going to go brand by brand. And we're going to be looking at what do we want from each camera brand that should make a huge impact for them this year. And if we could get it by NAB, that'd be fantastic.
You got 2 weeks.
And it's been roughly 6 months since we've done this segment. Now, the last time, y'all were a little ruthless.
Yes.
People were telling, dear Lumix, dear Panasonic, go back to making TVs.
They've redeemed themselves.
I was watching the clip drill.
Yeah.
You genuinely said, hey, another super chat came in. You genuinely said, dear Lumix, be Fuji.
Dude, it's been so long. I don't even know if I can say I said that.
I know you said it.
I don't even know I can.
Because you thought that we said dear Lumix and you were talking about how great the GFX was. And then when you realized it was a Fuji, it was like, oh, wait, never mind. I don't care anymore.
Dude, Lumix was 6.5 or 6 years at that time with not releasing nothing.
No, I'm not against you.
So I'm just saying.
I'm not against you. I'm saying, no, you're good.
There was a void.
Shout out to Bray for the $5 super chat. We appreciate that so much.
So Brandon, do you want to set up the rules for them?
Okay, yeah. So the way that this works is we're going to go brand by brand, and we're going to say, dear insert brand. And then you're going to tell us in the chat what you would want from that brand in order to be successful this year. Me and Jarrell will share ours, and then we will go through the chat, and we will knock out which things y'all want.
And guys, make sure that you guys keep it classy, okay? Because
no,
I don't mean like classy, like don't be mean. I'm just saying we are trying to express what we genuinely want them to do. Don't just be speaking that hate like Brandon.
What? I don't have no hate. I've got no hate.
This man said, of all the things that he remembers, dear Panasonic, go back to making TVs.
I didn't say that was the only thing I remembered.
No, that wasn't, but that's the first thing you said.
That was funny, though. Tell me that moment wasn't funny.
Oh, my goodness. We should get T-shirts made.
And
dear
wear
Panasonic.
them to NAB.
Dear Panasonic. And on the back, go back to making TV. Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
Cam says, I want my money back now. He's like, I can't be sponsoring this anti-Lumix channel. We are not anti-Lumix. That's why I said it's Brandon's hate.
What?
I think that the Lumix
I got no hate.
S5R2 is great.
No hate. No hate. All right, chat. Let's start with Canon. So, chat, we're going to go with Canon first. So, in the chat right now, do me a favor. Type Dear Canon. and then everything you want from Canon. Because I'll give you guys a little insider information. People from the Canon marketing team actually do watch this show. Also, people from the Nikon team watch this show. People from Red watch this show. I don't know if Lumix is still here, but I know they show up from time to time. So,
is that a Lumix?
I think that's a Lumix employee.
Is that a Lumix employee?
A Lumix employee just entered the chat.
You can't get in on a roasty moment. If you get in on a roasty moment, you're gonna get rolled over.
All right, so Jarrell, as the what do you call yourself? The Prince of the Canon.
I do not call myself the Prince of the Canon.
As the residential ruler of the Canon fan people.
I thought I was Lord Shill last week.
Whatever. Dear Canon, Jarrell, what are you looking for?
Dude, the biggest thing
you
that
gotta
I
start
want...
by saying Dear Canon.
Oh. Dear Canon, the biggest thing that I want in 2025 is for you to open up the full frame RF mount. I want Sigma, I want Tamron to develop the lenses that we need on Canon bodies. That's probably the biggest thing that they could do this year. There isn't a particular camera that I'm looking for because I'm excited to buy the R5 Mark II. I've heard about some. Oh, another thing. This is going to sound like hate. Canon, dear Canon, I need for you to figure out your battery deal. I feel like you have been producing new batteries to give us new capabilities, but you have been limiting certain functionalities on still new batteries. Like, like the little battery with the hologram on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those don't work on the R5 Mark II. They do work, but they have very limited functionality in the R5 Mark II. I just feel like the old Canon batteries, like the ones in the...
Yeah, the originals.
Non-holographic. Bro, they do not work in the R5 Mark II. They will not turn the camera on. They will turn the R6 Mark II on.
Yeah.
They will turn on other Canon cameras. They won't even turn on the R5 Mark II. I just feel like...
Yeah.
There may be a technical reason. I just don't know if I believe it.
I feel like if you're going to just to add on to yours for a second, I feel like if you're going to release a new camera that requires a new power structure, just change the battery enough where it doesn't fit the same.
Yeah.
Because it can get very confusing.
Yeah.
Which, especially when you got a bag full of batteries that are all the exact same dimensions and everything.
Yeah.
And then you take those. Now, I get it helps if you buy all new batteries that they're backwards compatible.
Yeah.
That's positive.
Yeah.
But going up the upgrade process, which is what most people tend to do, that does get very confusing.
Well, and this is the problem is they wouldn't let you shoot 24. Like the hologram batteries.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let you shoot 24, but they let you shoot 30. That's
weird.
It doesn't make sense. It feels like you're picking and choosing. Now, if you said moving up to we can do 24, but we can't do 30.
That makes sense.
It makes sense because maybe the 6 extra frames would crash the battery. But
the other way around.
That don't make sense. And so there's this piece where I know that you want people to upgrade and buy the new battery, and that might not be your only reason because it might be a power supply deal. Maybe it needs, I don't know what it is, the more volts or more amperage or whatever to make that feature work. I get that to a certain extent, but it feels like you're picking and choosing to get people to upgrade, and I would like for you to stop doing that. Also, last request, a little bit ridiculous. I want a 50% discount on all of your RF telephoto lenses. 75%. Dear Canon.
Dear Canon, respond to my shill emails.
Or just send them out. Dear Canon.
Just dear Canon, send me one of everything.
That sounds
Please and thank you.
That sounds like hate. but I want you to know that I am objective, guys. I'm objective about Canon and their flaws. I will say, though, I do love their current camera lineup. I am looking forward to an R6 Mark III, but I don't need that by NAB.
Yeah, I gotta say, for me, you kind of stole mine, which is just, dear Canon, open up that RF full frame mount.
Yes.
I'll be honest, right now, like for me personally, what I'm dealing with, I have my RF Reds. I have a set of Reds coming in with the Z mount next week.
Yeah.
And this is, didn't buy those. I'm testing those. But man, right now, like the only reason why I own Canon cameras is because I bought Red cameras that have RF mounts on them.
Yes.
And because I have the RF
Wait a minute. The only reason?
That is the reason why.
Man, this man been shooting Canon his whole life.
No. I switched off of Canon. I bought Sony. I went from Canon to Sony, Sony to Blackmagic, Blackmagic to Red, and Red brought me back to Canon. Let's not get it twisted. I have been shooting Canon a lot, and I've shot everything.
But don't you have? Oh, no, I'm not doubting. I'm not doubting that part. You got rid of your Canon stuff?
Yeah, when I went to Blackmagic and to Sony, I got rid of my 1DX Mark II. That's why I don't have it anymore.
Schrader.
Call me what you want. It's the best tool for the job at the time. But my issue was at that time, I still kept some of my EF lenses.
Yeah.
Because EF lenses could be mounted to the Sony.
Yeah.
Right? The problem that I'm currently running into is because the Canon mount isn't open, it's pushing me more into switching my Reds over to the Z mount. But when I make that shift, Canon RF is out the door.
Yeah.
And so at that point, the Canon RF is no longer a part of my decision-making process. Now I'm looking at Sony lenses, which include Sony, Sigma, Tamron. I'm looking at Nikon lenses, which also include some some Nikon, and then obviously some Sigma stuff too.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then obviously you still have EF, you have PL. And so if Canon wants any opportunity of like holding down the fort, if they don't open up that RF mount, I think if anything, they're going to push people out the door. And now that the Red has the Z mount on it, I mean, I'm 1 foot out the door, almost like I'm 1 foot out the door leaning in that direction. Because I even can see long term that the Z mount's going to win. So that's what I mean, obviously I'm going to go with whatever's the best tool for me. But if I'm looking at Canon this year, the number one thing you can do to even have a chance at holding on to some of their client base is you got to open up that RF mount.
You know what hurt my heart? When Sigma announced that 300 to 600 for Sony and the L mount, and it wasn't released for the RF.
See, that's the thing. It's like when you get to the Z mount, you don't even have to win to win.
Yeah.
Because you can say, oh, you didn't want to make it for the Z mount? That's cool. We'll just adapt it and use the Sony mount. You know what I mean? Like you just opened up to way more options. So even like certain cinema lenses, like take the Blazar autofocusing lenses, those are only E mount right now. There's no way to put that onto a Red until you get the Z mount. So it's just opportunity. All right, so let's go through chat. What are you guys saying? Ron says, "Dear Canon, open up the RF mount."
Looks like we got some agreements.
We do. Will says, "Dear Canon, don't open up the RF mount." We have some disagreements.
No, I think Will Baxter might be a Canon hater.
Maybe.
Are you a Canon hater? Do you not want the dominance of Canon?
Dear Canon, stop believing your hype and start producing useful products again. I think this is the Lumix.
I knew he was a Lumix.
This is a Lumix employee.
We got an op in the chat.
We got an op. Israel says, "Dear Canon, I would love to see an R5 Mark II-C or an R5C Mark II with open gate and better anamorphic support." You know, speaking of anamorphic support on Canon, you keep teasing this R5 getting this update that's supposed to do open gate. We ain't seen it yet. So maybe that's an NAB
the
thing.
The firmware, hopefully update will happen by NAB. I don't know. Canon was very quiet last year.
Maybe. Dear Canon, R5C 2, better battery life, internal NDs. I think I think that's just a C80.
You know what's crazy? The R5C is kind of becoming a unicorn lately.
I'm seeing more people picking it up.
People picking it up. It's cheaper now.
Yeah.
Like it actually, whether it's on sale or it's a price drop. So I feel like where that camera used to be a stopgap, like the R5 overheats, we're going to create a fan on it and repackage it and sell it. I feel like it's becoming a cult classic.
Maybe. Hot take here coming in from Mike. He says, Dear Canon, please go back to making printers and DSLR cameras. Look, I don't love the overly...
Hey, Mike.
No, hold on. Before you go. I get annoyed with the overly lovable Canon, Canon can do almost no wrong energy as much as the next guy. But we need Canon to fight. Because what Canon did last year, I think it's going to light a fire underneath a lot of people this year. So keep fighting, Canon.
Mike, I'm sorry. That didn't hit. That was not like Panasonic go back into making TVs. I'm sorry. You tried. It didn't work.
Mark says, Dear Canon, buy Zeiss and then make autofocus lenses for RF. All right. I don't know if Zeiss is for sale, but if somebody could buy Zeiss,
everybody's for sale.
I feel like it would probably be Sony. Only because Zeiss
Stop
already
giving
makes...
out ideas, bro.
Only because Sony and Zeiss already have such a good working relationship. And a lot of the Zeiss lenses come E-mounted. Just saying.
No, don't skip Invisible Adversary.
Well, he didn't say Dear Canon, but it just says Canon can't top the C80 and the C400 so soon.
Yeah.
What do you want me... Okay, I didn't skip it. What you got to say?
Well, I'm just saying.
You ain't saying nothing.
There can't be Canon love, and you just skip over it.
Do y'all see what I have to deal with? Do you see what I have to deal with?
Hey, make sure y'all follow the rules.
Dear Canon, 6K, 8K in the C70. I don't know. You think the
That's very wishful.
That's very wishful.
That's very wishful.
On a crop sensor camera?
Well, on a camera that's what, 3 years old?
Yeah, Super 35. Well, maybe this is the version 2 that you keep saying still showing up.
Firmware updates.
Gary says, Dear Canon, listen to Jarrell.
Thank you, Gary.
Well, look, you got a fan out there. Y'all can't keep gassing him up. It's too much. Dear Canon, open gate. Open the RF mount. Eliminate 30-minute record limit on the R6. Didn't they fix that on the R6 Mark II?
They did.
Okay.
John, they do that, bro. They want you to pay.
They want you to pay that upgrade. Dear Canon, make a camera with no branding on it so Cam Mackey can try it without drowning in his own vomit.
This is what happens when you try to act like you're not an op.
Dear Canon, you've had like 7 years and you still have not figured out mirrorless. Dang, there's actually some Canon hate up in here.
Dude, Rarefaction, we love you. We love you. And this is going to sound like shill from me, but let's be honest here.
You're by yourself.
No, I'm just saying, are we going to act like the R5 Mark I isn't goated? Are we going to act like the R5 Mark II isn't goated?
R5 Mark I, not goated. R5 Mark II, maybe.
So here's the deal with the R5 Mark I. Obviously, some overheating issues, not looking over that, but there was firmware updates. The R5 Mark I, goated. Incredible camera. I'm just saying, if you're going to throw out, they haven't figured out mirrorless, goated.
Karen Mackey says, at this point, Canon's going to become a Best Buy brand.
It already is, dog. That's why we number one on the charts. That's what I'm saying. Walmart, Best Buy, Target.
Hey.
We already there, dog.
That's right. I think you're missing the point.
Will Baxter says, you got me. I'm a hater.
Yeah, dear. Look, you know what? I think that there's a lot. Everybody's for sale.
It was menacing. Bro, if Brandon Talbot, if we're going to be honest, after Nikon bought Red, it reminded me everybody's for sale.
Dear Canon, stop frying my hands when I'm holding you softly.
Get in the gym, Mike. Work out, Doc. Just like...
Y'all got to be careful. Jarrell gets a little sensitive.
No, I'm just saying.
You're getting a little sensitive.
Ah.
You a little sensitive today?
No, let's talk about Sony.
Oh my gosh. All right. So, you can buy a C80 at Best Buy. That's not true.
No. You know what's crazy? You can buy a C80 on Walmart.com. It's so weird. Best Buy, Walmart, they don't carry them at Walmart, but online, they carry everything.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Do they just like buy it from Amazon and then ship it to a Best Buy store and then hand it to you?
No idea, but I bought my 1DX Mark II on Best Buy.
Did you really?
Online.
Wow.
Best Buy trying to get that Best Buy credit. I didn't buy it on the Best Buy credit card, but they trying to get them Best Buy credit card sales.
Bro, I'll tell you, you talk about like, you know, like you make bad decisions when you're younger. So I told you I worked at Best Buy. Don't sign up for that Best Buy credit card. Don't do it.
You still paying?
Oh no, I got out. But like when they hit you with that, you got 12 months, no interest, and you take 12 months and 2 days, they take all the interest
And give it to you.
and they drop it in your lap. And then it builds interest on the interest. You talk about a snowball that's literally killing you.
Unstoppable. You're like $100 away.
Oh, you're like
And
you're
then
like
you're like-
$100, and then you're like
And then all the added interest.
$800 away, and then the next month you're $1,600 away. It just gets bad. It gets bad real fast.
Sign up for that pay boo.
All right, this is one that I'm actually interested in. Dear Canon, make a true retro-inspired full-frame camera that's actually looks like the AE1.
So, we talked about this last week.
Yes, we did.
The only reason why I didn't mention it is because supposedly it's coming out next year, because next year the AE1 will be 50 years old.
Yeah.
And they're going to do an RE1. So, I do want that camera. $4,000. And yeah, looking forward to it. And stop talking that blasphemy, Cam Mackey.
The Canon T2i was the last good camera Canon made.
That was a great camera.
I will say the T3i was more influential in my career. Give me that screen that flips out.
Yeah, no. We were back in the day. We had that T2i.
All right. Has Canon gotten enough feedback? I would say so.
Yeah.
Feel pretty good?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's like when you talk about LeBron James. You're gonna have more criticism. Not me, but like there's gonna be more criticism. Like, why can't you score 55,000 points? It's like once you're goated, bro, you're goated. Like, what's the like? I'll take negative feedback when you already goated.
I can't.
Can your 3-point shooting be 55%, LeBron? What are we talking about?
Cam Mackey, I'm gonna need you to do a trip to Houston, Texas. We've got a spot for you right there on the couch.
Yes,
we would love to have you come out.
You can sit right next to me.
All right, so let's hop into our next brand. I feel like we've got a lot of Lumix fans in the chat right now. So, chat, it's time. Dear Lumix, sound off in the chat. Let us know what Lumix needs to do this year.
Say, Dear Lumix.
Yes. Make sure you put Dear Lumix. That way we can find it in the chat faster. Dear Lumix. And then what you got?
I'm going to let you go.
Okay.
You go first.
Yeah, sure. Dear Lumix, I feel like we need a video-focused mirrorless camera from you.
Okay.
And a flagship video-focused mirrorless camera. I think what they tried to do with the GH7 was good. The specs were great. Mount was my problem. Sensor was my problem. And then what we just got out of the SR 1,
2?
Mark 2.
Sure.
I feel like, again, more of a hybrid camera, but a photography first camera, which is why I think we ran into some of the readout. And I think they were really trying to push certain elements, especially with an 8K sensor. What I would like to see is something that is a bit more video focused. So let's take care of the rolling shutter issue. Let's go back to Ari. And let's bring that Ari LUT in, because if you only do it on the GH7, it 100% lives and dies as a gimmick on that camera.
Yeah.
But if you can put it on a camera that is video focused first, like a S1H Mark II or whatever they'd be on, now it's not a gimmick and it's actually a part of the product line. And I think that would hit. I don't know if I need 8K. Maybe 6K is fine. Give me 6K. Handle the rolling shutter issue. And then as long as we still get some of the color stuff that you guys have been doing, I think that's going to be fine. But that's currently what I think Lumix needs to do. Now, you gave a few extras, so I'll give one more.
Okay.
Take this exact same camera that I just described, and just like with the S1H, make a boxed version of it and drop them at the exact same time.
Yeah.
Because if you give a mirrorless version, so it has all the functionalities of mirrorless, it can take photos, blah, 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 blah. But then you also drop a less expensive, a little bit more stripped down box version of this same exact camera. Now you've got a huge 1-2 combo that I think would actually make people really consider picking up those cameras, because you could get the mirrorless as your A cam. And then in situations where you need a secondary camera, you get the cheaper box version of it. That's a little bit more stripped down. Maybe put a few accessories on it. That's what I personally am hoping for. Yeah, the BS2H would be, but drop them both at the exact same time to show that you mean business.
Like it.
All right, Jarrell.
I'm gonna take it back to the past. I was ready to take it back to the past.
Go for it. I'm ready.
And then I just I got nervous.
Don't
I
get
saw
nervous.
saw myself on the screen, and then I got nervous.
Don't get nervous.
Maybe I'll save it.
No, hit it.
Let me say the intelligent answer first.
No, hit it. I'm ready.
This man got me framed up. Like he's like, I'm not on the. This isn't my. Okay, maybe I'll slip it in. I got nervous. I'm not gonna say it. Okay, so
this man's instantly censored.
No, I was. Okay, anyways. So I am going to go with you a little bit. I'm going to say bring back your cinema division. I think, to me, and that might be the long-term plan, sell a whole bunch of mirrorless, get a user base, a much larger user base than you currently have. You guys already have a large user base, but even more. But give something for people to work to and to aspire to and to want. And so I think that there's this like, you guys need to like reopen your cinema division, and kind of like you were saying with a box style camera, I think that's what they're going to need. Like, honestly, because while I do think that creating awesome mirrorless cameras is good and it's what you need to do, hybrid cameras, I think you guys need a dedicated cinema camera. Personally, me. Because I just think to myself, if I were to ever jump into the Lumix ecosystem and all you have is mirrorless, you're going to give me an exit point one day. If all you have is mirrorless, and let's say my video production company continues to grow and I want to continue to invest in you, if all you have is mirrorless, you're going to shove me to Red. You're going to shove me to Blackmagic. You're going to shove me to Sony. I think that they need to reopen their camera decision, and
I would say an EVA 1
and become Fuji.
Don't worry, Lumix, I got you.
He was waiting. That's the reason why, bro. He wanted me to say something stupid so he could do it.
All right, let's go to the chat.
What does the chat have to say?
I do believe you, though. I think an EVA 1.2 would be fantastic. I don't understand the business of Panasonic and Lumix because Lumix is one side, Panasonic Cinema was another side. They shut that side down even though it had the EVA. And it's like, can you take the EVA and just throw the Lumix brand on it?
Yes.
Like, I don't know how that works. If it's kind of like a red Nikon thing where like they are one company, but they sort of operate separately, at least as of right now. So I don't know, but I definitely agree with you. I think they do need to open up that cinema line and give us something. Brandon Talbot, Mr. Caffeinated Camera, says, Dear Lumix, improve the buffer on the RS12. Yeah, I've seen that. We saw that with Zach Mayfield when he was on the show.
Yeah.
He that was it. So I don't know if that's a card issue or what, but definitely needs to be fixed. Dear Lumix, S1H2 from Preston. Mr. Camera Junkie says, Lumix is on a roll with the show.
Sony jab.
Little jab there. Dear Lumix, partner with Blackmagic to give them autofocus.
Wow.
So when you were speaking, that's what I originally started thinking.
Yeah.
Was the natural progression from Lumix is Blackmagic.
Yeah.
Because you still have the L mount.
Yeah.
But Blackmagic, I don't think, is technically a part of the L mount alliance. So if Blackmagic became a part of the L mount alliance, the same way we saw Leica's autofocus improve from what Panasonic was doing and their continued works together, if we could see that get moved over, now Blackmagic is talking.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not we're not Nikon, we can't buy stuff out, but we could definitely partner. Scott says, Dear Lumix, need a box style camera with internal NDs, IBIS, and PDAF.
My man Big Cooks wants his reparations.
Bro, he left too soon.
Nah, he says, I need those reparations.
Our residential Lumix employee says, Dear Lumix, give me the camera you already make, but fix the F's readout speeds. Dude, as an employee, you're not sounding very grateful. Lumix gang in the building. Will Baxter says, Dear Lumix, we need a true flagship cinema camera. The more competition, the better.
Agreed?
I do agree. Just don't come for red. Dear Lumix, give us a box style camera. Dude, I'm seeing a trend here.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I don't know if Lumix is watching. They definitely should. I know it's a little afraid. I'll make this easy for you. Hey, dear Lumix, this one's nice, so you can watch this clip.
Yes.
Your fans want a box-style camera, so that's just my little gift to you. They're asking for it.
Yes.
It seems to be the ongoing deal here. Adrian, same thing. Dear Lumix, give us internal NDs, internal RAW. Nikon and Canon have internal RAW. It's time. I understand. So just a little something about internal RAW. It's expensive. It is expensive to get internal RAW into your cameras.
This may sound a little
salacious,
a little spicy.
Yeah.
Is Nikon licensing and compressed RAW to people?
Are they currently licensing it out? I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know. I know that for a lot of compressed RAW, there were contracts directly with Red.
Gotcha.
When you buy Red, you buy those contracts.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there is some form of that out there.
Yeah.
Because I even heard that like for Apple's ProRes RAW,
Mm-hmm.
part of that compression has to go through Red as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure who's getting paid and how much they're getting paid. But might want to enjoy it as long as those contracts are in play.
Let's make RAW great again.
I can't. You're gonna get the whole stream shut down. I swear.
Bring it back, baby. Bring it back.
Dear Lumix, have a flagship stacked sensor camera, which is a Nikon Z8 or Z9. I wonder if Lumix is just trying to save money. Because obviously to go to a stacked sensor would be expensive. Be very expensive. Dear Lumix, make Micro Four Thirds small again. Micro Four Thirds is still one of the best formats for tiny everyday carries, and compact cameras are going crazy. They're leaving money on the table. I got one. Dear Micro Four Thirds, die. All right. Sorry, I hate Micro Four Thirds with so much passion.
Anybody want no Micro Four Third lenses?
I mean, I guess there's some people who do. I don't know.
Some people do.
I'm hating. Dear Gary, dear Lumix, make a sexy body. Something retro, brass buttons to make it functional. What's crazy is like we are on that full swing back now. We got super modern with our cameras. They do everything we could possibly ask for, and now we're like, give us something old.
Dear Lumix, be like a.
Dear Lumix, we need more lenses. I thought that opening up the L mount was gonna just bring a flood of lenses in. It ain't happening like that.
You got to look at the market share, Brandon. And I'm not saying this in a bragging way, but if there's not a,
Go ahead.
in general, if there's not a massive population, it almost feels like we're gonna make lenses for them to sit on the shelves.
Mackie says, dear Lumix, give Jarrell a camera so he can see the light.
I'll take one. I don't think they're giving. But also, okay, can we vote? Who hands out more Lumix hate? Write the names in the chat. Brandon, Jarrell. I just want to know. I want to know from your guys' perspective, who hands out more Lumix hate? Type Brandon or type Jarrell?
Who hands out more real Lumix hate?
Real Lumix hate.
Real Lumix hate.
Because I'm indifferent on Lumix. I'm just pleading my case. I think Lumix. I'm not trying to sway your vote, but I'm just saying.
You're still talking though.
I ain't got nothing. I ain't never said nothing bad about Lumix.
Dear Lumix, be Fuji.
That was a joke, dog. Bryce, shut up, dog. He's just one. It's just one. He says both of you. Man. As professional comedians, y'all don't be knowing.
Yeah. Ron says 50-50. Sorry, bro. Jarrell.
Brandon, 100%.
Brandon, I'm gonna click it. Give me a minute.
100%.
I'm not afraid of anything
Brandon.
I say on here. Brandon hates more. Jarrell instigates more. That's very true. Both of you.
Nah.
One hates the other. What is it?
One hates the other.
It's complicit.
Is complicit.
The Shill King. That's you. Give Jarrell a Lumix.
I'll take it.
Yeah. See, look, I think
This man would deny Lumix.
That's not true.
I'll take it.
I wouldn't deny Lumix.
It's been said.
It's not been said. I said I would shoot. I've shot on Lumix.
Gary, come on. I do not hate. You ain't never heard me say nothing bad about Sony.
To be fair,
You ain't never heard me say nothing bad about Nikon.
the people are speaking.
You ain't never heard me say nothing bad about Fuji.
Hey, look. Here's the deal, Jarrell. We say a lot. I don't think you remember everything you say.
I don't.
But they do.
Nah.
They do.
No, if we're putting on our tinfoil hats, I think that everybody has a perception, a perceived reality of you and a perceived reality of me. I think everybody.
Okay.
And so I think in their head, I think they think that I am getting paid by Canon. I love Canon. I think as long as Canon's making fire cameras, I'm rocking with Canon. But when I found a brand like Red that made a more fire camera than what Canon had, I bought Red. I still love Canon. But I don't know, like I go where the quality's at.
I go for whatever easiest for me to use at that time.
Osmo Pocket.
It's not the Osmo Pocket. It is definitely not the Osmo Pocket. But I will say, for me, it definitely goes to whatever is the easiest.
Giovanni says, Jarrell shills for free. I have yet to get a check, so.
It's like you said, you're just really bad at shilling. We're not very great.
I'm LeBron. You're Dwayne Wade. Although
wait,
he
no,
has it.
wait. I'm
He has
LeBron.
it. He has it. He has it backwards.
No, you said it right.
He has it
You
backwards.
said it right.
He has it
I'm
backwards.
LeBron. You're Dwayne Wade. You're standing there like this. This is you. This is you in the picture. This is you in the
Tossing
picture.
it up.
I got it. You're reading a lot. The second Darrell shows up with a Lumix camera, Brandon's new T-shirt will say, "Only one to not take an L." That's dude. There's something there.
Yeah.
There's a shirt design
Yes.
there. There's definitely a shirt design there.
Yes.
All right. Well, we've got you guys' dear Lumix. Very, very clean this year.
Mm-hmm.
Very clean this year. Good job. All right. We gotta go.
Yes.
We gotta go.
Yes.
All right.
Oh gosh.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Time is just.
Might be saving some of this for the after party.
Yep. All right. Let's hop into Nikon.
Dang.
No.
Well, sure.
Why?
I'm just saying.
Are you afraid to talk about Nikon?
No. You're. Well. Oh. No. Go for it. I can't say this without making it seem like it's salacious. Nikon.
All
No,
right.
no, Nikon's great. I was just thinking, man, we missing the people. Go for it.
Well, we gotta get it. We gotta get through all. What do you want to do? Sony now?
Yeah, no.
Let's do some. Let's just knock out Sony
No,
because
let's
I don't
do
really
Nikon.
have much for Sony.
Oh, I got some stuff.
All right. So, dear Sony, chat, put it down there. Dear Sony,
Dear Sony, make sure y'all put Dear Sony. Dear Sony, this is your year to make the Everman's camera. We need something in the $2,000 to $3,000. We need it to be great. It feels like you guys very much had a strategy of blitzing in the past. You might have made some brand confusion between what camera should I buy, especially when you do a lot of repackaging of sensors. But I feel like we missed you last year. You went way more surgical with the Burano, the A9 III. And I feel like this year, I really want you competing in that $2,000 to $3,000 price range. I want a Z6 III. I want an R6 II. I want something in that price range where you guys are just murdering it and you guys are happy. You're pushing the industry. I also want I do want an FX3 Mark II. I think if those two things happen this year, I think that you guys are murdering.
I have a question for you. If they release an FX3 Mark II, are you actually considering buying it, or are you just stuck on the RF mount?
No, I'm not, but I want it for what it's going to do to the industry.
Got it. Okay.
You know what I mean? I want it to go to 6K. Not because I think 6K is great, but I want you competing with the C80. Like, I want you pushing the Komodo X. I want you pushing, not that it's like in direct competition with the Komodo X, but that sort of price point of, let's say, $3,000 to $5,000 in the cinema realm. Like, I want your autofocus to be so freaking good that you continue to push brands like Blackmagic, like Red, to like, oh, bring it.
Yeah.
Bring it. Or people are going to say the FX3 is mighty fine, low light and autofocus and maybe internal NDs if it can fit. Like, dang, you're making me think. Do I need, like, the KX is a aspirational camera, always will be, but man, the FX3 seems like a workhorse, Mark II. So I want that competition. I want that from Sony.
Yeah, I definitely want an FX3 Mark II. Dear Sony, please give us an FX3 Mark II. However, as you were sort of talking about, Sony's whole, they were missed last year. I actually am going to say, dear Sony, keep your current plan, because here's what I think is happening. We got blitzed.
You sound like Will Baxter.
We got blitzed with so many cameras from Sony that it became confusing as to like what you should get, what you should not get, and the whole sensor deal. If they are taking their time to bring us a very clear lineup of what camera is what, like, I don't need an A7S III and an FX3. That's unnecessary. But if they're taking their time to like redo the cinema line, What does it look like to go from a Venice to a I always forget this name of
Burano?
Burano
Yeah.
to an FX9 to an FX6 to an FX3. If they are fixing that lineup and giving us more consistency throughout it, like for example, the fact that FX3s come with cinema features, like they should just come with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I shouldn't have to be waiting for shutter angle. You
Yes.
know what I mean? Or we shouldn't have an A7 IV and an A7C II, and they're sharing the same sensor, same camera, but because one's smaller, it obviously overheats. Get rid of the overheating stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like just clean the lineup up where there's just like solid cameras for each type of user. I personally am here and willing to wait for that.
Yeah.
Now I will say, at this time, because I'm very leaning, switching my Reds over to the Nikon mount,
Mm-hmm.
I'll love some affordable lenses from you. And I would also love an FX3 or an FX30 Mark II, because now when I start thinking about sub-red cinema cameras, if I've got Sony lenses, I'm back open to looking at the FX3 and the FX30.
Yeah.
Because now I'm using those Sony lenses on those cameras and shooting those when I don't need to take the red out. So I'm very open. I'm very excited to see what Sony does. Personally, I got a lot more buying options now. There's more opportunity on the table.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, I'm going to NAB and I'm looking to figure out what I'm going to do.
Yes.
Because that should help me make the final decision.
Knock it out of the park for the everyday man.
Rare Faction says, Dear Sony, IBIS. They have that, right? I don't understand that.
I don't know.
Will says, Dear Sony, release cameras on a regular basis. You know, I feel like Sony can't win, because when they were releasing cameras on a regular basis, people were like, too many dang cameras.
Yes.
And
Too
then
fast.
they stopped making cameras and they're like, all right, you're not releasing enough cameras. And I
Yes.
know we're guilty of that too.
Yes,
but
yes, yes.
it is a lose-lose battle.
So just don't do it. Like, be regular. Just don't drop so many and so many variants of the same camera.
Drop more cameras than you were dropping, but not as many as you were dropping, but enough to where I feel like you're dropping
No.
enough cameras.
I want 4 cameras a year.
Be Goldilocks. But make sure you drop the cameras I want you to drop. Dear Sony, simplify your camera line. See, this is the problem. This is the problem right here. 2 of them back to back. Dear
Wow.
Sony, we want that global. Oh no, this says global shutter in the A7 V.
This man wants the moon and the stars
This man wants the galaxy.
for $2,000.
Less. $19.99. Dear Sony, shutter angle updates for all cameras. I don't think that's a hard thing to do.
Bro,
But you showed that you could do it in the FX30 or the FX3, so it's like, it's just software. So just do it.
they love to cannibalize, so do it.
I'm looking for unique ones because we got to keep moving. Dear Sony, stop announcing updates nearly a year in advance. Just give them to me. I understand, like, it doesn't make sense when they do that with software.
Dear Sony. Oh, I don't want to jab. Firmware updates,
Oh,
make them safe again.
you gotta stop. Dear Sony, this is a unique camera. Dear Sony, smack the Lumix S9 with a new RX1R3. I have seen people have long conversations with Sony about that camera at Condo. These are creators talking directly to the engineers about how they want this camera, and for whatever reason, Sony just does not seem interested in that camera.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It was their little version of like a Leica Q,
Mm-hmm.
fixed lens, awesome little camera. Don't want to make any more of them, which is wild. They're really stuck on these ZVE ones. So I'm gonna have to blitz through some of these comments because we are way behind. But yeah, at this point, if you see one, Jarrell, let me know. But at this point, I think what everybody is wanting from Sony right now is we want a few more cameras because we haven't seen anything in a while. But we do want open gate from Sony, and we do want Sony to, step it up with the next line of FX3s. I think that's pretty much the running gambit right here.
Yes.
Someone says, tell me 2 Sony cameras that will actually overlap. A7S III and the FX3.
Yes. And isn't the ARC2? Would you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the A7C2
The A7C2.
and the new subscriber.
Hey, look at that.
And the Canon the Sony A7S4. No, A7 IV.
This is your problem, Sony. And I mean this in a real, and I would say even Canon went into the weeds for a little bit or whatever, but like there should be your 1s and your 5s and your 3s, and then you're good. But when you start going into these A, B, C, D, bro, I almost got us canceled, bro. It almost slipped. It almost slipped, dog. I don't even know what you would have emergency ended the stream. Back on topic. Fix your deal. Now, Rarefaction Media, they pull sensors and they put them in different cameras, and then they limit functionality a little bit, but it's the same sensor. Dude, that was a near slip. Thank you that my intrusive thoughts did not win on that.
Oh my gosh.
I'm glad.
I am glad as well. My deal is they do have cameras that overlap. They just got to fix it. Yeah, you about to die by yourself.
About to get shot.
You on your own. I'm bro.
Bro, guys, it was an intrusive thought. Y'all be having intrusive thoughts?
You're just not on camera when you have them. All right, let's jump into Blackmagic.
Okay.
Dear Blackmagic,
please release a Pixis Pro and with autofocus. Even if your autofocus, give us a proof of concept with autofocus. Of course, we want Canon autofocus. Of course, we want Sony autofocus. Of course, we want it to be great. But I'll even take Lumix autofocus and a Blackmagic.
Yeah.
Give us Canon C100 Mark II center box focus. Give us something to believe in.
Just like consistent autofocus, though, right?
But if you give us continuous autofocus, you give us internal NDs and you give us autofocus, Blackmagic, you will take over the world. What are you doing? Like,
I think it's a cost, but that is the reason why their price is the price point. If you had to develop a sensor with autofocus,
that's not what Amazon said.
What?
That's not what Amazon said.
What do you mean?
Amazon said for the first 10, 15 years, we're going to take a loss.
Oh. Terrell says, take a loss from me.
Not for me. I'm just saying, could you imagine how Blackmagic would take over the world if they just simply had autofocus and internal NDs and they were to stay in that ballpark of pricing? Am I lying?
No, I mean, I think you're right, but you're asking a lot. You're asking for more at the same price.
The moon and the stars. I am.
Look, I'll be honest. I ain't got nothing for Blackmagic. I don't have a single thing I want from Blackmagic.
They're gold right now?
I think they're pretty golden right now.
Pixis is fire.
I would take a price deduction on the Pixis.
This man is like, man, you can't have that stuff without increasing the price. And on the current stuff, he's like, decrease the price.
Well, if you decrease the price of the current Pixis, then now you got a place for the Pixis Pro to sit in.
So you want them to be Amazon for the next 10 to 15 years?
No. I think they're making a profit off of the Pixis.
Of course they're making a profit. They have to.
Yeah. But just
We're saying the same thing, Brandon.
No, we're not. We're saying different things.
We are saying the same thing. You want them to take a loss.
No, not a loss.
And I'm saying I want them to take a loss.
I'm saying make less. Not a loss.
I'm saying make less.
Okay, if you're changing what you're saying to saying what I'm saying, then we're saying the same thing.
I'm not saying, well, I mean, I know I said be like Amazon and take a loss, but I'm saying you can't jack your prices up to like now your $8,000 cameras.
No, I don't think they would do that.
Give me ND and autofocus and maybe not make a profit margin that you have been making. you're gonna take over the world.
Yeah, I'm gonna take. Give me the Pixis for what's the Pixis cost? $3,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the Pixis for $2,000.
That is some tomfoolery.
Give me the Pixis for $2,000. No, hold on. Here's the deal.
He's
I'm
like, I
not
want 5. I want 5 of them.
I'm not saying you have to buy them, or they even have to offer it for $2,000 for everybody.
Brandon,
Just offer me.
look at the rest of the lineup.
No, listen.
What does the rest of the lineup have to adjust to if the Pixis drops to $2,000?
I don't care. Listen to me. I want 3 Pixises. I want one right there. I want one right there. And I want one right there. And I want to pay about $2,000 per Pixis. That's what I want.
So you're saying what I'm saying?
No, you want them to do it for everybody. I'm talking about just for me.
Oh, okay. I get that. This man is wild. I want Pixises for $2,000. That means the 6K is going to be $900.
I mean, if that's what it takes, I'm game for it. Who here would be upset if the Pixis cost $2,000?
This
Chat.
man went from I don't need them to do anything to I want them to be a sinking ship.
Chat, if the Pixis was $2,000, would you be upset? Let me know. Let me know. Chat, who's on my side? Hands up in the chat. Hands up in the chat.
Everybody in the chat, you want the KX to be $2,000? Raise your hand.
Gary says she'd buy. Look, she's right there with me.
Of course.
Matt says, then we would have a $2,500 Pixis monitor bundle. I'm down. Look, I'm just saying, Blackmagic, hear me out. If
y'all are wild.
Look, today,
He said today.
I'm telling you, I have a pulse on the people.
I've got a pulse on the people. Free Pixises for everyone.
That's bad business, though. Listen,
We'll get to it.
Oh, so those are mine.
At least one in the box.
We'll talk about it. All right, here we go. Dear Blackmagic, let the Nexus G1 actually release. They said they were an actual partner. I don't know why it's not coming out, other than it's too cheap.
Yeah.
Dear Blackmagic, autofocus, built-in NDs. John is listening to you.
Yes.
Dear Blackmagic, I need a Pixis Pro with the Ursa Cine sensor limited to 8K with 2 XLRs and 2 SDIs with an internal electronic ND and autofocus. You will get all of my money.
For $2,100.
I think that is just an Ursa.
For $2,100.
For $2,200. We're not savages. Dear Blackmagic, please update the professional live broadcast line and add a high frame rate version for instant replay. I have no comment. Dear Blackmagic, give us continuous autofocus. Y'all doing fine otherwise. Yeah, I think.
Facts.
Yeah, I think. I mean, if they gave us red RF style autofocus, they would crush. They would crush. I know that's not the best autofocus, but I think that would be a good first step.
I'll take the C100 Mark II autofocus.
Okay. Dear Blackmagic, make more first-party accessories. Do they not make first-party accessories? Like, what do you want?
They have
I feel like their cameras have everything built in.
The EVF, they have the
monitor.
They have their own cages.
No. I mean, they have their own like connection pieces, I guess, for the EVF.
What do you want?
What accessories do you want, Will? Dear Blackmagic, listen to Jarrell. Gary, look.
Gary.
Normally,
Gary,
we're
this is
good.
what they used to do. You know what this is?
It's playing a violin.
No. It's
it's the world's smallest heart.
No, it's not the world's smallest. It's a heart. Yeah, like depending on what like generation you're in, or
That's gang signs.
heart to you, Gary.
Gary, you need to. She's your number one fan. Dear Blackmagic, give the Pixis Pro for around $5,000, a step up right before the 8 Ursa 12K. What you want in that thing for $5,000?
Yes.
Yeah, these are everyone saying they would buy. Of course, they want to buy a $2,000 Pixis because it is amazing. Dear Blackmagic, fix the rolling shutter. Even in DaVinci, it's the current fix isn't fast-paced action. What does that mean? Which Blackmagic camera is given rolling shutter issues?
I think because Lumix has been in the news for their rolling shutter. No, I'm just saying. I think because it took the crown for worst rolling shutter. I think people forgot a little bit about the Pixis rolling shutter concerns. Am I lying?
No, I'm just talking about this comment.
Oh,
this is the comment I told you. You're over here throwing up gang signs.
This ain't a gang sign.
No,
Heart gang.
It was
Heart
the
gang.
other one.
Heart gang.
It was the other one.
Dude, could you ever do the blood one?
Oh my gosh, you trying to get us? He will not stop until the show is taken down. All right, that's your thoughts on Blackmagic.
Yes.
Who have we missed? We hit Canon.
We need that.
We did Lumix.
We need that Nikon
Blackmagic,
red, baby.
Sony. Let's get to Nikon and red.
Okay.
Do you want to roll this into
Together?
the last thing?
To the after party?
No, to the rumors.
Oh, yeah.
Or actually, you know what? We'll probably take the rumors to the after party because it's already 12.
Yeah, we'll take the rumors. Yeah.
Okay, so, dear Nikon, I'll be honest with you. It's the same thing I've been asking for since day one. Throw your RAW in the trash. Fully embraced.
Salacious.
R3D RAW.
Brandon,
What?
how long has Nikon RAW been around?
Z9-ish, so 2 years.
Dang.
2-3 years.
All them full-time employees.
No. Here's the best part.
Take your work and put it in the trash.
Well, okay, so here's my thought.
Okay.
If you've been working on something for 4 years, 3 years, and then you buy a company who's been working on their thing for 10 plus years, and it is just better. At some point, you got to know when to say, well, let's just take their thing. Now, I'm not saying take your knowledge and throw it in the trash. I'm just saying get it off of the cameras that currently exist and put R3D RAW on that thing.
This is how you know it's uncensored, baby, because dang.
Is that a hot take? Is that really that hot? I don't think it's that hot, but maybe it is. Maybe it is a hot take.
Well, a slightly mild take would have been like, we want red RAW on your cameras.
I said that last year.
Now you're saying throw yourselves away.
Now I'm saying just get rid of the Nikon RAW and let's just run it.
Okay.
Run that R3D RAW across all the Nikon cameras that currently support Nikon's RAW. And even if it's 12-bit R3D RAW, I'm fine with that. But let's run that. And I think it's for two reasons. One, R3D RAW, clearly better. Second, you put R3D RAW on the box of a Nikon camera, and you get people, not this Lumix, here's a LUT. No, we're using real red RAW. And you get people loving and enjoying the workflow through red RAW. You immediately give them that upgrade path to the red.
Yeah.
Because I will tell you, it was when I started shooting and using red RAW and actually working with it that I was like, oh, this is different.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I understand you still got sensors you got to deal with.
Yeah.
But the workflow of R3D RAW, amazing. So.
Yes. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Hey, so, and we'll talk about this a little bit more in the rumors, but I would like to see from this point forward a heavy collaboration with Red's engineers and Nikon's engineers on their sensors. I want a heavy collaboration. I want some mixing of the Kool-Aid.
What do you mean?
So, I'm not saying, like you, throw your sensor engineers in the trash.
I didn't say engineers. I never said engineers. You said engineers.
No, I'm just saying the people that worked on. No, I'm saying I would love to see some of that brain power that goes into making reds look like reds in a Nikon body. I think I'd like brand separation. I think I like red cameras being red cameras. I think I like Nikon cameras being Nikon cameras. I would like to see some sharing of notes. And is there any improvements that can happen on Nikon sensors? Is there any improvement? And obviously, there's already been improvement on how Red can do better autofocus on their camera. I want to see a little bit more mixing of the Kool-Aid on that. I also would like to see Nikon, and this has more to do with their marketing team, give the YouTubers more money. No, and this it sounds weird, but we've been saying that. We said this last time. Your cameras, and I ain't been saying this with Canon. I'm talking like feature sets. Your cameras are still, from a mirrorless standpoint, either at the top or right up there at the top with every other mirrorless cameras.
I disagree with you.
Okay, that's fine. But the problem is, y'all have created this tech, and not enough people are showing it. And so if the generations are inspired, they're not buying. And so I need you to be thinking PlayStation money level investment in the tubers so that people can see Z6 III, Z8, Z9 footage. I just don't think that like it's being pushed enough. And this is like a serious take for me. Like, even if it's like a disagreement from the chat or from you, you have great cameras that are behind a paywall. Ain't nobody buying to see no article. You know, ain't nobody signing up for no subscription to read the article. Show the people for free what the cameras do. Don't just do it for a campaign when a camera drops. You need dedicated people shilling on the tubes.
I don't think you need people shilling on the tubes. I think it's got to be, look, I'll be honest, as someone who has been in this space for a long time, I can see the writing on the wall. Those days of shilling on the tube are done. No one cares. It's actually become kind of a joke. Like, I think what Nikon is doing, which is the right way to do it, is make cameras that naturally make people want to shift over to them. Like,
yeah, they've done that.
No,
but do people know?
No. They haven't done that because the cost of entry to a good Nikon camera, at least as of right now, as far as I'm concerned, y'all know how I feel about Nikon. You know my working relationship with them. But this is my honest opinion. It's still $2,000. So, or $2,300.
What do you want?
They need a $1,500 camera that still gives some really good specs, because the truth is that switching systems is so hard. What?
Brandon is on that.
No,
Brandon and I have switched bodies.
No, it's not. I'm not saying make the Z6 III cheaper. I'm saying come out. They still need that entry level camera. They need their T2i, their T3i. They need that camera that can get somebody in who says, I really like what the Z8 has. I really like what the Z9 has, but I can't afford that right now. I can afford about $1,500 for a camera.
I like if we're on the same plane, to me that's under $1,000, because I think 15, bro.
Well, I don't think there's any camera that's under $1,000 right now. Even the Sony 6500s and 6300s and all those still sit at like $1,200 to $1,500.
It needs to hug $1,000. So
it needs
11, 12 maybe.
Get close.
But 15,
$14.99, $13, because at $14.99 we know it's going to go on sale down to like $12.99 at some point.
Yeah.
But the point that I'm making here is that you get people in at that base level, and then people who already have other systems can use it. The one area where I think Nikon needs to really dive in is you can adapt your Sony lenses to our cameras. And then like let people really dive into that, because that was the thing that made it easy for me to jump to Sony when I was on Canon DSLRs.
Yeah.
Which was the fact that I could take all of my Canon EF lenses with me to Sony. I had the little Sigma adapter, so I still had autofocus, and it worked. And it was like, cool, I can make the shift over to Sony because they're offering me something. At that time, Canon wasn't offering me.
Yeah.
If Nikon can offer something that other brands aren't offering, and you can take your lenses with you, I think that's how Nikon wins it. That's my honest thought on that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I see that.
So we'll run through these really quick because we need to get to the after party. because it's already 1 o'clock. And I got to set it up. Big Cook says, Dear Nikon, put a red light video menu on the Z8, Z9, Z6 III, and also make it more compressed. Make a more compressed in RAW. That's what I'm saying. Don't worry about that in RAW. Let that in RAW go, and let's run that R3D. The compression is better. Dear Nikon, make a flippy screen like a Sony A1 III. That is what is that thing? What was it? Origami?
Oh, yeah.
That origami screen?
Yeah.
Hard pass. Just flip it out like you've been doing. You're doing a good job. Dear Nikon, I want a full frame rangefinder. I want to make a sexy like the old SP rangefinder, and maybe throw a new updated faster focusing 28 or 35 T. That's supposed to be a T1 for the new wave of film photographers. All right, that's your request. Dear Nikon, drop the RAW patent and let others take it. No.
Take it.
I'll help you out there.
Something that cost you millions, give it for free.
Yeah. Worth millions, give it away. You thought we were crazy. Let's see. Wait, what did David say? Dear Nikon, don't listen to David. Dear Nikon, I love my Z8. Maybe would like some more aspect ratios though. I think a Z8 should come out before a Z9 personally, and I think the next Z8 they should just go ham. Just go ham.
Go ham. Make it $1,000.
And if you gotta wait a year to integrate some of the red stuff like you were talking about, wait another year. I'm fine with it.
Make it $1,000.
Dear Nikon, fix your view assist. You know one weird feature I hate about Nikons is if you're running out of the HDMI into a monitor, every time you start and stop recording, the HDMI feed cuts out for like a half a second. I don't know what that is.
Dude, I feel like if brands came here for encouragement, glory. Not today. We went in.
Did we?
I think we went in a little.
Maybe we did. I think everything we said comes from a place of love. It just didn't sound very loving.
The tone was a little.
Dear Nikon, something that will be ignored as I. Yeah, I'm a Lumix player. The way I discovered that comment in real time, I'm like, what is he talking about?
Dude, we can't already pronounce your username, and so Lumix Plant will genuinely be your uncensored name. Just
Don't
like
change
Gary.
your logo either. Don't
Lumix
change your
Plant.
don't change your profile photo.
Yes.
Oh, this is officially the Lumix Plant. Goodness.
Gold.
Dear Nikon, I want a video focus camera, a Nikon Z9 with a global shutter, and a Z30 Mark II, better viewfinder. Keep color science though. I like that. I wonder where the line gets drawn when we talk about Nikon video focus cameras, because like I don't know if you saw this, but when Red put the Z mount onto the Nikon, or the Nikon mount onto the Reds, we saw for the first time in branding Z Cinema, and this also came out with the lens.
Yeah.
I wonder if Nikon comes out with a, like, I know that they obviously show aspirations for cinema lenses.
Yeah.
I wonder if we see a Nikon cinema camera, but that's not a Red camera. I don't know. Think it'd be cool to look at. Let's see. Dear Nikon, record longer and give me better menus, more Red involved for the new cinema line. I would definitely say Red's menus are freaking amazing.
Yeah.
So anything we can do to get closer to Red menus on, honestly, any cinema camera. I will say that Red and Blackmagic kind of are 1-2 for me when it comes to menus on cameras for video focus stuff. They both are, I mean, they're not the exact same in look. Yeah. But in simplicity of functionality, they both work great. Yeah. And I know like some people will say, well, oh, that's just how like all they got to worry about is video features so they can build that way. Well, I can tell you, I've used Canon cinema cameras too. The Canon cinema menus are not that clean. Yeah, they're not that easy to use. So I am all here for keeping those menus nice and simple. All right. So that is our Dear Nikon segment. How do you feel?
It's so interesting that you asked me that question, because I was actually thinking in my head, like, how am I going to insert this comment? I was really excited about Canon's 2024. I would say this year, because of vibes, because of what they've already done.
Mm-hmm.
I am probably most excited about the potential of Nikon in 2025.
What are you the most like? What do you think? Are they actually going to make moves with dropping cameras or other stuff?
I just am liking what they're doing. I like that they put the Z mount on the Komodo.
Mm-hmm.
I like that they have literally been able to take Nikon footage and convert it and to be able to put it into the Red workflow.
Yeah.
I like how we're hearing rumors about Red RAW going on Nikon cameras. I think that they're just set up to explode. And so I don't have anything like, oh, Nikon's coming out with a specific camera or Red's coming out with a specific camera. I just think that like they have all the right ingredients to do something awesome in 2025. And that could change. You know what I mean? Like nothing, like obviously somebody could take over. The year just started, but I'm most excited for Nikon.
Yeah, I feel like of the brands right now, who has the greatest shot to step, like if we're looking at the big three,
Mm-hmm.
which I know this pisses off a lot of people when we say the big three, but we normally talk about Canon, Sony, and Nikon.
Mm-hmm.
The person who has the greatest opportunity in that big three right now to jump,
Mm-hmm.
I think, is Nikon right now. That said, everybody else who's fighting to get into the big three, they are making big moves this year too. But of who has been, because I thought for a while there, back in the Z9 days, early Z9 days, even as great as that camera was, Nikon was like fearfully going to fall out of the big three.
Yeah.
But they have made some changes here very recently.
Yeah.
That has definitely got them moving up. So yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. I don't really know what Nikon could do, but I think they have an awesome opportunity. The only thing I guess I semi-fear, which might not be the worst thing, is that it's going to take more time than we think.
Oh yeah.
Like it may not even be 2025. It might be 2026.
My mind was a little blown that they came out with the Z mount KX.
Oh, so quickly. Yeah. No,
my
I
mind
totally
was
agree.
a little bit blown, but I think they kind of did that to themselves. Like, because you release something so quickly, now the thought and opinion might be, oh, are we moving a little bit faster than we imagined that we could? Now, the answer is probably no, but now we're thinking in that direction. At least I'm thinking in that direction of maybe not necessarily a camera drop, but we might not be waiting that 3 to 4 years that I was thinking that it would take to integrate.
Yeah, I think we might be sitting in a situation where people now have like an actual chance to like enjoy, I think, the current range of reds for longer.
Yeah.
Because they did that.
Yeah.
Like I think now that we have the Z mounts on these cameras, we actually, in my opinion, I think that was more of a sign that we are going to be moving slow.
Brandon.
Yeah.
A full-blooded red camera with autofocus.
Oh, I'm very excited about that. Like good autofocus, like mirrorless camera level autofocus. That would be that would be an insane that would be an insane deal.
And now here's the deal. It's not that autofocus makes that camera great. Red already makes great cameras.
Yeah.
But adding in you know what's gonna happen?
What's that?
I guess this is why they hear Sony hate. Burano at what price? Burano's $25K.
Yeah.
If Red releases something at the 10K mark, frame rates, resolutions, anamorphic support,
do you mean?
Autofocus?
If red comes. Oh, with all those things. Got it.
And autofocus? And don't let them put in some indies?
Nah.
She dead, y'all. She dead.
Well, chat, right now, it is time. If you are one of our members, it is time to take this conversation to the after party. So if you are a member right now, what I need you to do is to go over to the community tab on our channel. So go to our channel page, go to the community, make sure you select that link. It's going to bring you into the Zoom call. So that way you can join us for the after party stream, which is going to be taking place right now. Because we didn't have time to get to it, but there have been some fun rumors that have actually been coming out for Nikon and for Red. And I have purposefully been staying in the dark about some of these rumors. So that way, Jarrell could sort of release them to me in real time, and I could actually tell you guys what I think about the rumors. I currently don't know anything. It's one of the unique times where I don't actually know anything from Nikon or from Red. So I get a chance to have fun and speculate. So I'm really excited to look at what these new rumors are. If you haven't already become a member, we would love for you to join and become a member right now because, we're about to hop into this after party stream. Shout out to Mr. Cam Mackey, who gave away a ton of new memberships. So if you are a member, if you just were gifted a membership, go ahead and hop over into the after party stream because we're going to be having a good time over there. The link, again, is in our community tab right now. We made it super clear this time. So you just go to the community tab. It's like the first thing up there. Yes. Members will only be the ones that can actually see it. But we want to hang out with you guys, talk a little bit about these rumors, and also talk about if we landed on the moon or not. I'm just saying.
Yes. If you guys would like to become a member, our lowest membership is $5 a month. Help support the channel. You can sign up. You can be a member. I believe on how to become a member is the link in the description.
Yeah. So if you're on mobile and you don't see the join button next to the subscribe button, then you can click the link that's in the description, and that will also bring you in as it'll give you a direct link to the membership sign up.
Yes, we do bonus live streams. We literally do after parties with you guys to be able to continue the conversation. It's a good time. It's a good time.
And it supports the channel. I will tell you guys our big stream tomorrow. Hey, new member. Shout out.
New member.
Our big stream tomorrow is not a cheap stream to produce. So I'll be very blunt and honest with you guys and say, if you enjoy this content and you're excited about tomorrow's stream, which is going to take place at 11 o'clock, exact same time as we normally go live here, 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. We're doing our on-set live. If you want to support what we do, becoming a member really does go a long way. I think I'm almost $2,000 in on tomorrow's stream.
Yeah.
Which is not a paid stream and it's not sponsored. So so that way we can actually bring you guys on set and add new elements to the stream. When you guys support, it really does go a long way. We really do appreciate it, and it allows us to keep doing this. So we're really excited to hop into the after party stream with everybody. Thank you to everyone who was rocking with us today. We had a blast hanging out with you guys. Thanks for coming with the energy. So that way all of our brands know what we're looking for.
Yes.
Because like I said, we do have plants that watch the show. Like Mr. Almon.
No, don't even say it.
Almionox?
He's Lumix plant now.
The Lumix plant himself. He says time to make like an S plant and do some photosynthesis.
Go get you some rain and some sunshine.
Yeah, you might need it after this stream. But yeah, no, we're super excited to hang out with you guys. All right, we're heading over to the after party stream. It's gonna be a blast. We're gonna be dancing. We're gonna have partying. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. So make sure you check out the link in our membership area for
Gary. This is for you.
Gary, that's for you. You made this man's day. You kept him going throughout the stream because he needed it. All right, thank you guys so much for checking into this week's episode, and we will catch you guys next time. Peace.
blood.